Unity in a composition refers to how the many different visual objects and figures are organized to fit together as one. There's a sense that even though all the bits are very different, they're meant to be together. There's an overall sense of harmony. This is accomplished in a couple of ways. Maybe the different things you see have similar visual elements. They might have similar shapes, or they have bits of the same color, or they use the same kind of line. For example, in this artwork, Ethel's Skull 36 Times by Andy Warhol, Warhol uses the shape of the square to unify the composition. Ethel's Skull was a well-known collector and socialite who wanted to have her portrait done by the famous Andy Warhol. But instead of painting her, Warhol sent her to a photo booth and then reproduced those photographs in this painting. While the image of Ethel's Skull is very different in each square, the visual element of the shape of the square is repeated over and over again to unify all those different images. But the repetition or similarity of visual elements can get monotonous, so artists will make sure that other visual elements are varied in the composition. In Warhol's case, the visual element of color is different from square to square, so that we don't lose visual interest in the artwork. Another way that artists can create unity is to consolidate the composition with an idea. Maybe the artist shows us different kinds of animals, or maybe the artist depicts different scenes of battle. In these cases, it isn't the visual elements that bring the composition together, but rather the subject matter. This is called conceptual unity. In Ethel's Skull 36 Times, the idea that unifies the artwork is Ethel's Skull herself. Even though her poses are different from square to square, all the poses are of Ethel's Skull, and she is the theme that runs throughout the artwork.